Hi guys, I've decided to make this quick YouTube video to share my experience with installing and using the recently released Gingersteem Extreme Custom ROM available for this LG Esteem telephone from Metropcs. First off, what I want to talk about is why I installed it on the first place and what are some of the advantages and disadvantages of using this custom ROM as opposed to the stock one that comes with the phone. The reason why I installed it is very simple. Most of this telephone, if not all of them, have a rebooting problem where when the telephone switches from 1G to 4G, the phone would randomly restart itself. And normally with the stock ROM, it will take almost 3 to 4 minutes for the phone to fully restart. So that's a very long time the phone spends in restarting itself. So you can go on Google and search under LG Esteem rebooting, and you're gonna see hundreds, maybe even thousands of people reporting the same problem. You can say that obviously use the warranty and exchange the telephone, but if you read some of the comments on some of those message boards, some people have exchanged this telephone 5 times, and all the telephones that they receive have exactly the same issue. So again, maybe if you have this phone and you don't have the problem, maybe you're one of the lucky ones, or maybe you don't even realize that the telephone has restarted itself. One way to tell if it has restarted without you knowing is you can go to settings. You can go here, settings, and then click on about phone, and then there should be a status showing you uptime. And if it's something, if the uptime is few hours, this means the telephone has actually restarted without you knowing. So that's a little way to check if your phone has this problem or not. But like I said, most of the telephones have this problem, so that's why I installed it. Was basically hoping that it will address this issue. Unfortunately, it did not address the issue. However, obviously it made the problem a lot more bearable, in the sense that the telephone now takes a little over 40 seconds to restart as opposed to 3 minutes. So that's a lot better, and I really like that. Also, the phone is a lot more responsive. With the stock ROM, switching between screens when the phone has been up for, I don't know, a few hours, will start to lag, and it will get very annoying when you're trying to multitask or do some stuff. With the stock one, it's kind of not very snappy, and this one is extremely fast. Maybe it's because it's overclocked, I believe, to something in the neighborhood of 1500 megahertz, but maybe it's because they've taken all the bloatware out. I don't know what it is, but it's a lot faster. There are some little issues with this custom ROM, which in particular, I lost those little indicators at the bottom when you have a missed call or SMS messages, which I've been looking for a setting on this custom ROM to put them back, but I haven't been able to find any setting that puts those things back. So basically you lose the little indicators when you have an SMS message with the stock. You get a little indicator showing you how many SMS messages you have, and also missed calls, so you lose that ability. However, you get the little battery indicator at the top showing you how much battery you have left. So in my case I have 73% battery left. So I mean, you can, like I said, in my case this is not the end of the world, but for some people that might be a showstopper, so to speak, or a deal breaker, whatever you want to call it. But if you try to go the LG route and download their latest service packs, hoping that it will address the rebooting problem, don't, because they don't work. You can read on the forums, people are still having the exact same problems. Not only this, but you also lose root access to the telephone, which for me at least is unacceptable, because I use a lot of programs which rely on root access, in particular Wi-Fi tethering, which is this little guy right here, which allows me to share the internet from the telephone with other devices like my laptop or my iPad. So my advice is don't go the LG route, because it will lock down your telephone, and it hasn't addressed their service packs haven't addressed any issues and have made the phone even worse. So overall, installing this custom ROM is worth it, at least in my case. You do have to make sure you back up everything, because you can actually break your telephone. One thing to keep in mind is this little application right here, Visual Voicemail Plus, I use extensively. So you gotta make sure you back up this application if you plan on using it with this custom ROM. And the way you do that is you will download Titanium Backup, which is free. They have a free version, and then you're gonna click on Backup and Restore, and then you're gonna select all the applications which you want to back up, and it will give you this little backup option. It usually backs up on your internal drive, but just make sure it actually backed that up on the internal drive before you flush the ROM. So that way, once you install the custom ROM, you can download again Titanium Backup Pro and restore this Visual Voicemail Plus or any other applications which you backed up. In my case, all the other applications I just re-downloaded again, like Skype, Gmail. I really don't see any reason why you need to back up those. Another thing to keep in mind is, obviously, if you do install the custom ROM, is you're gonna lose all of your contacts and all of your SMS messages or any other information which you have stored on the operating system. So you gotta make sure you back up your contacts, and there is a way to do that. You can read online. Is you can export your contacts as a CSV file, import them to your email client, and then in my case I use Gmail, so it actually automatically syncs up my contacts back. So I got all of my contacts back in the telephone, but I did obviously lose any SMS message history, which again, it's not the end of the world. So that's pretty much it. I've been using this custom ROM now for a little over 2 weeks. I'm very happy with it. The phone is a lot more responsive, a lot faster, and I still have my root access. So for those of you who want to give it a try, do it, but make sure you back up everything, and I'm gonna put a link under this video showing you the steps that I use to install this custom ROM.